Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. Another good introduction with the band and national anthem. Pretty good crowd here for Friday evening. It's Greater Boston League football. Lynn English taking on Somerville. English trying to get to 500. They lost their first three. They've won their last two. They're looking to win three in a row. And they'll be taking on the Highlanders from Somerville. And will be English kicking off. Somerville will get the ball first. English under their new coach, Anthony LaFrada. I should say LaFrada. A nice night. Cool but nice. English in their new black uniforms instead of red and gray. Somerville in their white. The Highlanders against the Bulldogs. And they kick it off, and we're underway. It bounces around. The English is going to get the football. Somerville thought, I don't know if they thought it was going out of bounds. I think it's almost Sheffy. Somerville just let it roll. I don't know if they thought it was going to go out of bounds. It didn't go out of bounds. And English is going to recover the football. And they're going to put it down at the 11-yard line. So English not only kicks off, they'll get the kickoff in the second half too. So all of a sudden, we're going to get a timeout now. They kicked the ball off. It bounced. It rolled. Looked like it might go out of bounds. I think they were letting it go, thinking it was going out of bounds, and it just stopped. And I thought it was number 8, Zamari Omosefi, that fell on it. And English, what a great way to start the football game. You automatically get to start the second half because you're kicking off. But more importantly, you recover the fumble and you got 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. I'm sure they didn't dream of anything like this. Bright sunshine here, at least for a while, with this early start. Castro is the quarterback. Motion going to the far side. Castro keeps trying to circle. He's going to wind up losing yardage. They put it back at the 14-yard line. He lost 3. This is a 5 o'clock start because there was supposed to be a 7:30 game, Lynn Tech taking on Georgetown. And Georgetown called and said because of a lot of people hurt, they only have 14 healthy players, and they didn't think they could play a game with only 14 players, so they forfeited. So 2nd and 13, they fake the pitch, they give it to Simon straight ahead. He's going to walk in. They faked the pitch to the far side, they gave it to Simon coming to the near side, and he walked in for the touchdown. So 11 yards in 2 plays thanks to that fumble recovery. And you can't do, if you're the coach of any football team, you can't dream up a much better start than this. And they'll go for 2. Rolling, looking to throw. They lob it across. Picked off by Somerville. They were looking for Andrades. So once again, English will kick off. Now they're kicking off, leading 6-0. As the lights come on here at Manning Field, but the sun is still huge. Anybody sitting on the press box side, the English side, looking to their left, gets absolutely blinded. So, an auspicious start for the Bulldogs. They open up a big hole, faking going to the far side, ran it back almost up the middle, just about up the middle. Simon wide open, easily walked in for the touchdown. And within a matter of a minute, just over a minute, English is kicking off for the second time. Bouncing around. It slips through. They better fall on it. They almost gave it up again. It went right through the wickets of two different players. Pereira finally fell on it. And Somerville's going to get the ball at their 18-yard line. They send two wideouts to the far side. Nobody in the backfield with the quarterback. Running straight ahead, getting 4, maybe 5. And that's Austin Pereira. They get it to the 23. They picked up 5. Second down and 5. Two wideouts come to the near side again. Nobody in the backfield. They pile up the far side. Pereira runs that way. Gets stood up and pulled back. First guy to hit him was Mitchell Purder. I'm going to call it the 25 and give him 2. It'll be 3rd and 3. Big play for Somerville here. The wideouts go to the far side. Now all that wings and line up to the near side. He takes and runs to the near side. Gets to the 30, he'll get a first down. So they just put 10 guys out in front of Pereira and let him run the football. He picked up 5 more. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. They send one wide out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now they go to the split in the backfield. They hand it off straight ahead. Piled up and knocked back was Lucas Brito. He got a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Same setup. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They go split. They have a wing to the far side. Looking to throw over the middle, caught. Battling. Awful close to whether he made the first down or not. Jeremiah Ellie. He picked up 8. So it's going to be 3rd and a yard as they send 2 wideouts to the far side, and they set up that power run by Pereira, the quarterback. Coming to the near side. I don't think he made it. He got back to the line of scrimmage. So it brings up a 4th and 1. I don't think they're going to kick the football. Pereira comes back out. Let's see if they set up that run for Pereira. Again, double wideouts to the far side. A maze of white shirts in front of Pereira. Straight ahead into that pile. He only needed a yard, and that's all he got was a yard. He made the first down. So he made the first down. He got exactly 1 yard. The Highlanders will hold on to the football, trailing English 6-0. And we've just about reached the halfway mark of this first period, and Somerville's going to take a timeout. So an auspicious start for English. They kicked off. Somerville just let the ball die at the 11-yard line. English fell on it. They got the football. They got thrown back for a loss of 3. And then on the next play, Jarvin Simon ran it. After they faked going wide, he ran it virtually up the middle to the goalpost, ran it in for the touchdown. As we get a look at English huddling around coaches. The wheels turning on both sides, defensively for English, offensively for Somerville. So 1st and 10 for Somerville at their own 40-yard line. They picked up 2 first downs. And Pereira has picked up both of them. Now they go back. They try to run straight ahead. They didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Brito, I'll call it the 40. He lost about a foot. It'll be 2nd and 10. He lost half a football. They go back to the spread. 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. The wing is to the far side. Looking to throw. They lob it up. It's caught. He took it away from the defender. Now they take the ball away, and English is going to get it. They stripped it. He had it. He kept battling for yardage. And the more he battled, Giovanni Battista took it away. So they had a big first down. They had it down to the 25-yard line. They get 25 yards on the pass play. He kept working hard, trying to get loose, looking for more yardage. And English punched it out. And Batista fell on it. And we're going to get another timeout. So English will have it for the second time, both coming on fumble recoveries, this time deep in their own end. Last time deep in the Somerville end turned into 6 points. Just over 5 minutes left in this first period. And everybody sitting on the press box side is waiting patiently for the sun to settle down behind the trees over at Pine Grove Cemetery. Although right now they don't care because they're looking to their right and the sun doesn't bother anybody. The lights here at Manning haven't really taken effect yet because it's still bright daylight very early with a 5 o'clock start. So English will have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Castro and Simon in the backfield. Motion to the far side. Castro trying to run straight ahead. Now he cuts it to the outside. And he's not going to get much as he pulled down from behind. He tried to go straight ahead. It shut down. Bounced it to the outside, but Somerville blocked that as well. And he put it back at the 25, so he didn't get anything. So it'll be 2nd and 10. We mentioned English looking for 3 in a row. Two wideouts to either side. Castro by himself in the backfield. Motion now coming to the near side. Castro runs it straight ahead. Whistle, I think that's going to be against English for movement. Well, it's going to be 2nd and 15. That time he had a little bit of room up the middle. So far it's been the quarterbacks running the football. Again, double wideouts to either side. This time Simon is in the backfield with Castro. They give it to Simon straight ahead. Stays on his feet, get the 5 yards back, maybe an extra yard. They get it to the 26. So he picked up 6. Third and 9. Looking to throw, in trouble. Dumps it incomplete. Somerville put a lot of pressure on Castro, and English will have to kick it away. English, the last time they played, they had 53 yards of offense, 37 rushing, 16 passing, and they won the game 8-6. And the touchdown was scored on the kickoff to start the game. Kick is away. It bounces and they're going to fall down at the 41-yard line of Somerville. Backing up, looking for it, bouncing around. He had it and just fell down. Fell on top of the football. Somerville have it, their best field position to start. They started at their 18 the last drive. They were moving the ball when the ball got punched away from the receiver. And they do that pile up to the near side. Pereira in the backfield. Here he comes again to the near side. And he gets ahead of steam up. He's close to a first down. They give the English 47. 12 yards and a first down. And that's what they do. They just line up 10 guys in front of Pereira. They put a bunch of players. Now did English came up with the football. They recovered again. They took it away. I didn't see it. I apologize for that. Little misdirection. That's Simon picking up 3. I don't believe it. I didn't see it. I thought it was a first down at the 47 that Pereira picked up. In that maze of players, English took the ball away. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the first period, and English has recovered 3 fumbles. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They give it to Simon off the right side. Fighting for yards. Let's see what they give him. They're not going to give him that forward progress. They're going to put it back at midfield. He got to like the 48. But then I think they thought he was still pushing for yardage, and when he got pushed back, they put it back at midfield. So it's 3rd and 7 as we're winding down this first period. Castro looking to throw. In trouble. And try to dump it off, incomplete. And it brings up a 4th down, and English is going to have to kick it away. Sliding and making a fair catch. Caught it like he was sliding into third base, waving his hand for a fair catch. Somerville get over at the Somerville 29-yard line. .42 seconds left in the first period. English has 20 yards and a first down. Somerville has 59 yards and 2 first downs, and English is leading 6-0. They let it fly deep. Castro was the closest one to the football. That was Samuel D'Souza in at quarterback, throwing that ball. Three wideouts, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. The wing comes to the near side. Running it to the near side, getting just across the 30. Was D'Souza. And that may do it. They gave him the 32 for 3. And that, I think, is going to do it for the first period. So we'll finish the period with English on top. English recovering that kick on the opening kickoff with a short field. Simon ran it in. Somerville has turned the ball over 3 times. They've moved the ball, with Pierre running it. They had that big 25-yard completion that fumbled at the end. They had one other completion for 33 yards passing. Pierre has picked up 26 yards rushing. Simon picked up all 20 for English as English ran 8 plays. They were 3 and out their last 2 possessions. They scored on 2 plays after recovering the opening fumble. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Somerville as we start the second period. Over the middle. Had it. And as he had it, he got hit. I think the hit was by Rivera, and he couldn't hold on. So someone will have to kick it away. Although, are they going to kick it away? They put the ball at the 39-yard line. That's not. Did he catch the pass? I thought they said incomplete. Now they're measuring to see if he made a first down. I thought the official said no catch. So where it is now, it should be a first down. They need the stripe of a football. Again, I apologize. I thought they said no catch. I thought I saw the official signal, no catch. But he held on even with the hit by Rivera. So it's going to be 4th down and an inch. And they line up that run for the quarterback, everybody out in front. They need a yard, and they got a yard. And that's Pierre again. So both times they needed a yard, Pierre picked up exactly a yard. And they get a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10. They were coming out to check on somebody. I don't see anybody. Oh, now I do. The referee was blocking my vision. I didn't see the player down. It's a Somerville player down. just about a minute. 57 seconds in as the player gets up and going to make his way to the sideline. 57 seconds into the second period. Somerville's run a lot of plays, but English is leading 6-0. They line up that monster mash up front for Piera. He runs to the near side, not going to get there. English did a great job. They never let him get to the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard. He was lucky he only lost one. Again, I think it was Rivera, the initial contact, but then the English got there and blocked the outside, didn't let him get to the outside. And he's running, they know where he's coming because he's running to that mass of bodies up front. Like now, they're all piled up to the near side, the two wideouts to the far side. And Pierre runs to the near side, and they hit him right off the bat. They nailed him. And that was Purder. They put it back to the 37. He lost two more. Purder made, just as he was starting to take a step forward, Purder, he ran right into Purder and knocked him down. So it's 3rd and 13. D'Souza is now the quarterback. So this probably means a forward pass. The quick out, picked off and dropped. They almost picked it. They read that play perfect. Shane Knowlton Samad. He's only a freshman. He read that perfectly. Stepped in front. And someone's going to have to kick it away. It took a long time in the huddle, considering all they're going to do is kick it away. They blew the whistle. I was just about to say they better hurry up or they're going to take too much time. And they took too much time. I don't know what they were doing. They were in a huddled, long conversation, and all they were going to do was kick the football. But they marked it. They marked it against English. They showed too much time, and that was Somerville. And I'm really confused in this game. They marked it off against English. English was on the field waiting for Somerville to kick the football. There's a flag on the play again. I don't know if he's just signaling where the ball went out or if he actually threw a penalty flag. The ball is at the 25-yard line of English. Illegal block on the Bulldogs. I'm not sure why they were blocking. The ball was going out of bounds. They mark it from the point. It was out of bounds at 25. They're marking it from the point as a foul. Now they mark it where it went out of bounds because they put it at the 15-yard line. So English will have it for the first time in the second period, and they'll be starting at their own 15-yard line. We would have had a triple header here with English and Tech tonight. St. Mary's is playing tomorrow here. But Tech's game forfeited by Georgetown. Castro takes off, looking to get around the corner, looking for a block. Gets around the corner and gets out near the 35-yard line. He finally gets some running room. They're marking it out at the 34. So 1st and 10 from the 34. Motion to the far side. Rolling. They dump him back at the 25. They lost 9. Double wideouts to either side. 2nd down and 19. Looked good with Castro's long run. Now they give 9 yards back. The keep. Started to go to the far side. It clogged up. Now he comes back to the near side. Out past the 45. He got lost in the maze of players. They needed 19. He got more than that. He started to the far side. He got lost in the maze of players, cut it all the way back to the far side, and gets out to the 49-yard line. He picked up 24 and a 1st down. That was all Castro. They had him boxed in. He couldn't go anywhere to the far side. Just slipped the tackle and used that speed to get around the corner and picks up a 1st down. The quick out. Looking for some room to run. Andres still on his feet. Down to the 25. 26 yards on the play for Andrades. It looked bad. They ran for 1st down. They lost 9. It was 2nd and 19. Castro picked up 24, and now they pick up 26 on the pass play, and they're down to the Somerville 25-yard line. And that sun has set, and everybody can now see a little bit better. A lot better, actually. Again, double wideouts to either side. They fake the quick out again. They throw it down the middle. They had him wide open, and he overthrew him. He had Purda wide open. Purda was high as he could, got a finger on it, but couldn't catch it. He actually had 2 players down there wide open. It'll be 2nd and 10. Just past the halfway mark of this second period. English on top, 6-0. Castro rolling, faking the throw. They wrap him up, and they're going to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. Try to pass it, couldn't. Try to get around the corner, couldn't. They give him a yard to the 24. Obviously 4-down territory. Looking. They let it fly deep. That's going to be pass interference. They tackle Andreades. So English is going to wind up with a first down. I don't think it's at the point of foul. I think they mark it off for the line of scrimmage. They put the ball at the 12. So at the 12-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. Motion coming. Castro with the keep. He's going to get caught from behind. He didn't feel Flores coming up behind him. He lost a yard to the 13. It was all Simon running the ball in the first period. Now it's all Castro. So 2nd and 11. Under 4 minutes left when they snap the football. Simon in the backfield with Castro. Double wide receivers for the Bulldogs. Motion to the far side. Castro looking to go to the far side, looking for a block, cuts it back up inside, back to the outside, staying on his feet, still on his feet. Got inside the 5. He's so quick, you can't find him. He got down to the 4. He picked up 9. Third and a couple. Eagles trying to add to a 6-0 lead. Knocking on the door. They need 2 for a first down, 4 for a touchdown. He's just, you think you have him. He's like the shadow. You have him, but you don't have him. And he slips away, and he's so quick. He's not running over people. He's running over, around, and through. Simon dives ahead. That extra dive, I don't know if that got him a first down or not. They put it at the 2. He got exactly 2. And he picked up the first down. That second, third effort by Simon, the all-out dive, got it to the 2-yard line, and it's 1st and goal from the 2. Somerville has run 5 plays in this second period. 2 of them for minus yards, 1 for 0, 1 for 1 yard. And we're under 3 minutes left. Castro runs it in. A strange 85-yard drive. $85 yards in 10 plays. It didn't look good when it was 2nd and 19. Back at their own 25, but then Castro picked up 24, connected with Andredes for 26. And then from the 25, they just methodically ran it in. The penalty, the interference penalty helped get them to the 12. And then that all-out dive by Simon got them the first at the 2. And they're not going to get there. So momentum galore for English. They score to make it 12-0. And because they recover the fumble on the opening kick, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So old Mr. Momentum wearing black right now. Just under 3 minutes left in this first half. And English is going to kick it off again for the 3rd time. Andrew Evangelista using that right foot again for the 3rd time, kicking off. It bounces around. Somerville had it. They went down, got back up. Brito got it for Somerville. At the 32 is where they put it. They roll. He was rolling, looking to throw the ball. And D'Souza gets hit from behind. That's Perter again. That's their 3rd minus play in this period. The other 2 plays went for a yard and no yards. So D'Souza is there. Pereira's in the game as a wideout. He was the quarterback for the first period. Caught. Prevalon. Jaden Prevalon made the catch. They put the ball to 39. They picked up 9. So they're going to need 3 on 3rd down. English had 1 first down, that touchdown run by Simon in the first period. They picked up 5 first downs on that drive, one of them on the penalty. They only had 20 yards of offense going into the second period. They now have 92. .147 left. This player is more or less coming out on his own. I don't know if that's Castro. I think it's Castro. That could be a problem. It is Castro. That could be a problem for the Bulldogs. I lost it down someplace here because it's 4th down and 3. High snap goes over the head of the punter. He falls on it. Back at the 17-yard line. They lose 22 yards. English gets another break with yet another turnover. At the 17, a minute and a half left. English has timeouts left. So this could be huge momentum going in when you consider they get the ball to start the second half. And Castro's coming out. He was helped out a little bit, walking gingerly. He sat on the bench for a couple of seconds. Didn't have a long time to recuperate. But he's right back out there as English takes over at the 17-yard line of Somerville. They lob it to the end zone. Incomplete. They threw it too far. Looking for Purder again. They snapped that ball way over the punter's head, and he had a fall on it back at the 17-yard line. English gets another huge break. 3 fumble recoveries, one that led to a touchdown. The snap over the punter's head. The pass interference call. Open up the closet door. Whatever can fall out on Somerville is falling out on Somerville. Three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. Rolling to the near side. Dump it off, caught. Staying on his feet. Let's see where they put him out of bounds. They're going to put him out at the 4. 13 yards and a first down. He did a little tightrope walking down the sideline. English with plenty of time, 1:18, and they have timeouts left. They just dumped it off. Andrade's tightroped, and they marked him out at the 4. So 1st and goal from the 4. Simon and Castro's in the backfield. Castro now goes under center. Quarterback sneak, trying to get in. I haven't seen a sign yet. Now the far official is saying touchdown. He's in. There was a little mystery there. The only official that called it was the official way over on the far side. He was lined up and then went under center, took it, and just walked in. English gone over 100 yards. Didn't take him long to take advantage of that bad snap on the punt. Now, keeping it, cutting it up inside, and getting hit from behind. That's the second time that Flores has come up from behind and nailed Castro. So the only negative in the first half are the conversions. They haven't got any. And Evangelista, for the fourth time, will kick off. So the bad snap and a nice catch and run by Jonathan Andreades. Sets up the 4-yard quarterback sneak by Castro. He gets his second touchdown. And the Bulldogs have built up an 18-point lead as they kick it away. Fielded at the 21-yard line. And getting it back close to the 35. That's Piera. Pereira gets it back to the 35. So just under a minute left in this first half. D'Souza will be the quarterback. Two wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. They got a wing to the near side. They blow the whistle. That usually means movement against Somerville. So it'll be 1st and 15. They're running straight ahead. He slips a couple of tackles. That's a nice run. That's Brito. He got it to the 40. He picked up 10. I don't know who called timeout. The clock has stopped. I don't know. He didn't pick up a first down. I don't know why the clock would be stopped. They lob it deep. Wasn't from lack of effort that wasn't caught. Outstanding effort by Jeremiah Ellie. 35 seconds left.
All right, thank you so much.
They hand it off. And they're going to get the first down near midfield. That's Brito again.
Somerville will be a first down run, set them up the first and 10 in their own territory at the 49-yard line.
Picked up 9 and a first down. Somerville trying to go very quickly with the clock winding down. Double wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. They lob it up downfield. Looking for Eli again was the intended receiver. And they did a very nice job. Omosefi, I think, was the defender and just stayed with him and didn't let him get to the ball. So this will probably be the last play of the half. The scoreboard clock shows 9.5 seconds. Big half for English. And some will be shaking their heads. They've turned the ball over 4 times, along with a pass interference call that has given English an 18-0 lead. They let it fly deep. English knocks it down. So this will definitely be the last play, even if it's an incomplete pass. And English moving their defensive players in the backfield very deep, just saying, we don't care if they catch it, just don't let them get behind us. Double wideouts to either side. Motion coming. They snapped it right by, and they're going to wind up losing yardage all the way back inside the 30-yard line.
That's the end of the first half.
Back to the 29.
The 2 remaining field, Lynn scores, Lynn English 18, Somerville
They lost 20 yards.
the second half. A reminder, we will
They weren't ready for the snap. And that's another turnover by Somerville. They would have had one last chance to throw it deep, touchdown or penalty. Instead, they snapped it and they weren't ready for it. They wound up losing 20 yards. They had some decent runs, but they wound up with only 2 yards of rushing because of that bad snap and the bad snap on the punt. English takes advantage of all the turnovers, the field position. They put 3 on the board. And at halftime, it's going to be senior night here. And they'll be presenting seniors from Lynn English, the cheerleaders, the players, and also from the band. So don't go away. We have halftime entertainment, but at halftime it's English 18, Somerville nothing.
It's time to meet the seniors. First up from the band, Charlene McCannis. Also from the band, Lisbeth Mejia Lopez. Next up, the cheerleaders. Captain Cameron Morris. All will be escorted by family and friends. Next up, Livia Penn, captain. Next up, Captain Jenelise Baez. Next up, Captain Deja Lee Guy. Now the senior football players. Number 2, Lionel Rivera. Next up, captain number 3, Javin Simon. Number 13, Corey Cristostomo. Next up, number 30, Milton Santiago. Next up, number 78, Brady Mejia. Next up, number 9, Jonathan Andrades. Next up, number 20, Kenny Gomez. Stop. Number 26, Andrew Evangelista. And there you have the senior band, cheerleaders, and football players from Lynn English High School. Congratulations.
Welcome back as Somerville kicks it off, and they're kicking off. English picked it off, and they're going to go for a touchdown. Shane Knowlton Samad, 70 yards.
To begin the second half. On the 70-yard return touchdown.
Shane Knowlton Samad is a freshman. They're going to try and kick the extra point. They haven't done it yet. Andrew Evangelista will try for the first time to kick the point. And the kick is no good.
The extra point is no good. The 1:41 to go in the third quarter.
So could you draw this up? If you wrote a book like this, people would think you were crazy.
Somerville 0.
They started the game, English kicked off, Somerville let the ball fall, English recovers the fumble. And they go in and score a touchdown. That gets them to receive the kickoff in the second half. Normally Somerville would be getting it. They kicked a line drive. He caught it at the 30-yard line, went straight down the sideline, right by everybody, right by the English bench, and he runs it in 70 yards later. English has got a 24-0 lead. And now English will kick it off. Yet again, Evangelista has been kicking off all night. At the 19-yard line. Hit. And he'll get back just shy of the 30-yard line.
Number 20, Elijah Descent on the return for the Highlanders. Will be a first and 10 for Somerville.
Elijah Desson
30 yards.
with the return. They put it right at the 30. So he just went right by everybody running down the sideline. Nobody touched him. So on senior night, seniors, cheerleaders, band players recognized, the young freshman gets a touchdown. And he almost went ready. Now they fall down. He just collapsed.
19 General to South.
This is a bizarre game.
It'll be a 3-yard loss to set the Highlanders up with a
They lost 6.
second and 6-yard loss to set the Highlanders up with a second and 16. Ball be placed in their
He was kind of surprised, the snap. He caught it and just went down like he was running the clock out. They lost 6 on the play. English had 70 yards rushing, 39 yards passing for 109 in the first half. Somerville had 2 yards rushing, 49 passing, 4 first downs. They let it fly. Incomplete. Somerville's been very gracious guests. They turned the ball over 4 times. They fumbled 3 times. They snapped the ball over the punter's head. A pass interference helped English keep the drive alive and score a touchdown. Now they watch as Shane Knowlton Samad runs the kickback 70 yards. And then they take a knee on the first snap. They let it fly deep. Picked off at the 40-yard line. Andredes on his senior night, another turnover. They get it. I think they're going to put it at the 41 of Somerville. So it was senior night. They introduced all the seniors. In case you missed the names, the band was Charlene McCannis, Elizabeth Mejia Lopez. The cheerleaders were Cameron Morris, Livia Penn, Jadalisi Baez, Dajali Guy. The football players were Lionel Rivera, Jarvin Simone, Corey Christa Storm, Milton Santiago, Brady Mejia, Jansen Andrades. And this is Andrades getting around the corner. Kenny Gomez and Andrew Evangelista. Andrades, who made a big catch to set up a touchdown, gets it to the 34. Second and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
So again, someone being very gracious hosts. I couldn't believe he just caught that high snap and just went down. There was nobody near him. He could have thrown it away or tried to pass. Castro started straight ahead, cut it back. He's going to get the first down.
Number 1, Edwin Castro with the first down run for the Bulldogs.
He picked up 7.
The run will be first and 10. Poland English volley placed in Somerville territory at the 27-yard line.
60 yards for Castro. He's shaking and baking, going under, around, not running over, just skipping by people. The hand to the man coming to the near side. Plenty of room. Still on his feet, staying on his feet, going to walk in for a touchdown. Giovanni Battista, he's another sophomore. Yeah. 27 yards. "41 yards in 3 plays. And all of a sudden, it's 30-0 English. And I think it's now that the clock can continually run. Castro rolling.
The two-point conversion is good. Castro pass. 4-14, Batista.
Batista caught the pass for the conversion. I was waiting for a sign. I still didn't see one. So he scores the touchdown. He gets English's first two-point conversion. They've rushed for over 100 yards. And if I sound like a broken record, Evangelista is going to kick off again. And now the clock will run through this second half. The kick is away at the 17-yard line. And gets across the 30.
Number 20 of the line could just end on the return for the Highlanders.
Dessen with the return. They'll put it to 32.
After the return, the Highlanders will be set with the first and 10. Ball be placed in their own territory at the 32-yard line.
This is a very young English team. Castro's a sophomore. Knowlton Smart, who ran the kickback, is a freshman. Giovanni Battista, who just scored and a conversion, is a sophomore. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. They run it straight ahead, and he just about got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Brito. So it'll be 2nd and 10. So English is going to make it 3 in a row. After losing 3 in a row, they're back at 500. They try to run it again. They got 2. And that's Brito again. Third and 8. And this will be a very fast second half because it'll run all the way through. Whether it's punting, ball going out of bounds, it doesn't make any difference. Looking to throw, he's in trouble, he's going to get knocked down. The English just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback, thinking he's got to throw. I think that was Mondesura, Julius. Guess what? He's a sophomore. They lose back to the 22. They lost 12. And the clock will just run. High snap again. They blocked it. English got a piece of it at the 15-yard line. At the Somerville 15, again, the snap was high. He had to go get it, and then he tried to kick it. It got blocked, and English will get great field position again at the 15-yard line. And we got a Somerville player down. So once again, since it's senior night, I went through them very rapidly, so I'll go through them again, those that were honored along with their families, relatives, friends, neighbors, siblings. They had to be very proud of these young men and women who were honored at halftime. It just shows them that they're getting close to finishing up their high school career and getting a little older in the tooth. The band members were Charlene McCannis, Elizabeth Mejia Lopez. The cheerleaders were Cameron Morris, Livia Penn, Jadalishi Baez, Tajali Guy. The football players, Lionel Rivera, Javin Simon, who scored the first touchdown tonight, Corey Chrysostom, Milton Santiago, Brady Mejia, Jonathan Andres, who's made a couple of big plays, Kenny Gomez, and Andrew Evangelista, who's kicked off about 12 times. So congratulations and good luck in your upcoming careers, whatever you do. We wish you the best. English has it at the 15-yard line. Castro winds up with it. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he was supposed to have it. I think he faked the pitch to Andreades, and I think he was supposed to hand it to Simon. And he wound up with it and got tackled at the line of scrimmage. If they run the ball, this could be the last play of this third period. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Simon in the backfield with Castro. They give it to Simon straight ahead. Banging, gets inside the 5.
Simon with a first down run for the Bulldogs.
Down to the 4. He picked up 11. He did the bulk of the carrying in the first period. That's going to be the end of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter.
With the clock continuing running, that's the new rule they put in effect, I think, a couple of years ago.
At Somerville's 4-yard line.
I think for Somerville, the final 12 minutes can't run quick enough. Twelve minutes of football left here on senior night here at Manning Field. The clock will continually run through this fourth period. And Somerville, the Highlands are going to go home shaking their heads. They were looking for their first win. And they just were very gracious guests. Turning the ball over 4 times. Five times if you count the interception. Simon in for the touchdown.
Number 3, Jarvin Simon runs it in for a Bulldog touchdown.
He started it with a touchdown, and he's got his second. English looking to hit the 40 mark as it's 38-0. English did this last year. They lost their first 5, won their next 5, and they had a tough game on Thanksgiving. They lost to Classical in double overtime. Castro in the backfield by himself. Hands it off. Trying to turn the corner. Gonna come up just shy.
2-point conversion for the Bulldogs is no good.
I think that was Kenny Gomez. So again, the only negative have been the extra points. They threw a pass for 1, but they missed all the others. And the clock just continues to run. And here we go again. Evangelista will kick it off. He's going to have to go home and rest that right foot. He hasn't had this much exercise with that right foot all year. Somerville just getting in position to receive the kick. Right at the 20-yard line. And they get to the 35, maybe the 36. And here's Somerville player down.
53 on
Player is up, and he's hopping. Or trying to hop. The trainer's going to help him. One of his players will help him. So we hope he's going to be okay. They put the ball at the 36. And that's where someone will put it in play. So it's been an unbelievable night. They kicked off the original kick. They watched it land and didn't touch it. English recovered it. Second half kickoff, English runs it back for a touchdown. Somerville has a big 25-yard pass play. Looked like they might be getting back in with English leading 6-0. They knocked the ball loose. They fumble it away. English gets it back. They fumble 2 other times. They try to run straight ahead. And he's going to drag people with him and get a couple of yards. That's D'Souza. They put it to 41. They gave him 5. Excuse me, they put it to 39. I'm going the other way. So we got 3. Yeah, we're already under 7 minutes in this 4th and final period. Someone might be content to just run the clock out. And they're going to run straight ahead. And looks like they got a first down. With Prevalon in at quarterback. He picked up 6, so he didn't get the first down. They need a yard. He runs it again, gets hit and knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. They put it at the 44. He lost a yard. Fourth and a couple, obviously no sense punting here. We're going to be close to 5 minutes left when they snap the ball and the clock is running. So the only question left is, will Somerville put any points on the board? Running straight ahead, he makes the first down. So this play gets him in the English. Could be one of the few times they've been in English territory for quite a while. Clock is running. Coming to the near side, he gets into English territory. At the English 43, picked up 7 and a first down. Second and 3, and we're under 4 minutes left. And they're just running, saying, here we come. They wrap him up as he gets to the 40-yard line.
Number 4, Jaden Presley on the run for the Highlanders. For your first down run, set them up the first and 10 in Bulldog territory at the 40-yard line.
And when they snap the ball, we'll be under 3 minutes left.
Folks, get your tickets out. The winner of the 50-50 is going to be announced.
So English has run one play in the fourth period, a 4-yard touchdown run by Simon.
640-8890. Playing in drive at the
He gets a touchdown on his senior night. He gets 2, actually. Coming to the near side, not going to get anywhere. Totally blocked. Couldn't get around Derek Ortiz, who's a freshman.
Jaden Presley on the run for the Highlanders. Will be a loss of 4. Set them up with a second and 14 in Bulldog territory at the 44-yard line.
So he lost 4. Second and 14, and we'll be under 2 minutes when they snap the ball. The 2 wideouts go to the far side. They're not going to see. They may not even be able to see the football from there. Never mind catch it. Rolling to the far side. Gets inside the 40.
Number 4, Jaden Presley on the run for the Highlanders. Will be a pickup of 5. Set them up with a 3rd and 9 in Bulldog territory from the 39-yard line.
He picked up 5. So English is probably not going to see the ball again. They're going to run that one play. 1 for 1. One play, 1 touchdown in the fourth period. And this is just going to be run, run, run by Pavilion. He gets hit and stopped short of the 35. At the 34, he picked up 5. That puts Somerville had 2 yards rushing at the end of the half. Right now they have 2 yards rushing. And they may just let the clock run out. This will be the last play. They lost fumbles, they lost a punt snap, they lost a snap at the end of the half when they weren't prepared to run 4th down. They had all kinds of losses. And now they're going to throw the ball. They throw it up out of bounds. So someone's going to wind up with 2 yards rushing, 49 yards passing, 7 first downs. English winds up with 126 rushing, 39 passing, 10 first downs, and English on senior night gets it done, and they make it 3 in a row in a bizarre football game. English had Somerville was very gracious guest. Opening kickoff, Somerville just watched it roll, and falling on it, we believe, was Amari Omasefi, giving English at the 11-yard line. 2 plays. Simon ran it in for 14 yards and a touchdown, and it was 6-0. It looked like Somerville might get back in it. They had a pass for 25 yards down to the English 25-yard line, but up popped the devil. English pried it loose. Their 3rd fumble recovery in the period, and they took over at the 47-yard line. We go into the 2nd period. English got it back. They went 85 yards in 10 plays. Castro picked up 24. Castro to Andrades for 26. And it was Castro going in from the 2 for the touchdown to make it 12-0. It looked like that was going to be it for the half, but then another turnover gave English the ball. The snap over the punter's head. They took over. It took them 2 plays. Castro to Andrades for 13. Castro got his second touchdown going in from the 4. It was 18-0 at halftime. They came out in the second half, and right off the bat, Shane Knowlton-Samad runs the kickoff back 70 yards for a touchdown. And then Andrades makes another big play, picks off a pass at the Somerville 41-yard line. Took him 3 plays. Andrades picked up 7. Castro picked up 7. And then it was Giovanni Battista, the sophomore, going in from 27. He ran in the conversion. It was 32-0. And then Somerville looking to kick, using a punt from deep in their end. It got blocked. English got the ball at the 15-yard line. Simon picks up his second touchdown going in from 4 yards out, making it 38-0. And that was the final score. Castro ran for 60. Simon ran for 37. English runs for 126. 39 passing. They get their 3rd win in a row. They put 38 points on the board. We had running time through the virtually the entire second half. And English wins it going away to make it 3 in a row to get to 500. They're 3-3. So congratulations to new coach Anthony LaFrada. He's got all these young kids going in the right direction. 38-0 English over Somerville in this GBL battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.